Hey, this is Brian with Old Man New Tech, and you may be in the market for a small speaker with large sound for the outdoors. Now, if you are, you may have checked out the Bose Soundlink Micro. Now, before you plop down 80 bucks for that, you're gonna have to check out this. It is the Tribit Stormbox Micro. There are a lot of reasons why you may want to pick this over the Bose Soundlink Micro. My full review is coming up.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Now, the standard for these micro speakers is Bose. They're really good at putting a lot of sound into a little bit of space. But their Soundlink Micro comes in at $80. My job is to find you great deals on budget electronics. And $80 for a tiny little speaker, well, that's kind of expensive.
No way!
That's where Tribit comes in with their Stormbox Micro Bluetooth speaker. There's a lot of audiophiles out there that have tested this budget speaker against the Bose Soundlink Micro. It actually compares really close as far as sound. But the price, get this, is less than 50 bucks. I'm shooting some links down below so you can find it there. And after this review, if you do like it, I do suggest you head on down to that link and order yourself one because they do sell out quick. I had to wait about a month to order this on Amazon because people kept buying them out. Now, Tribit claims the Stormbox Micro Bluetooth speaker has size-defying sound with surprisingly weighty bass. 8 hours of listening time, and they're 100% waterproof, IP67. So I'm going to show you a real water test in a few. And they've got up to a 100-foot range with Bluetooth 5.0. And they also offer true wireless stereo pairing of 2 speakers, which I gotta have that feature. Okay, so congratulations, you are watching the first video where I'm gonna be skipping going through the painful process of unboxing and describing every little bit about the box. And here's what we get. We get the beautiful speaker, of course, our owner's manual, and we are going to need this to be able to figure out how to sync them up. And a USB-C charging cable. Love the fact that it's USB-C. Let's take a closer look at the Tribit Stormbox Micro speaker itself. The exterior is a real tactile mesh that is waterproof. So we're gonna be able to dunk this. The Tribit logo embossed on the front, and we've got tactile up and down buttons and then a function button right in the middle there. Pretty simple, pretty easy to use. Going around the bottom here, we've got our power button, Bluetooth, our indicator lights that shows us the power level. Ooh, nice, full charge. And you hear the off and on tone there. This is our input for the USB-C charger. We've got the back of the speaker where we're going to have some of our bass coming through. We've got rubber pads so we can lay this on a flat surface. You're not going to slide at all. And then we've got this silicone strap, which is pretty tough, and it hooks really easy into the bottom. So that's it. I mean, the speaker itself fits in my hand. And it's about as big as a hamburger. Pretty light too. So we had no problem packing this into a suitcase. And that is everything we get. Okay, so syncing up the Tribit Stormbox Micro is fairly easy. All we're going to have to do is power it up. You hear that on tone. Hit the Bluetooth button. There it is right there. And we're synced. Easy peasy. So we've got it unboxed, we've got it synced up to my iPhone, and I gotta tell you, it's about 4 inches by 4 inches. It's great for a trip, weighs about half a pound. Not gonna weigh you down too much. And I'm gonna test it to Save Me Now by Matthew Blake, which is royalty free, so I will not anger the YouTube gods.
No problem, Brian.
And here we go. Whoa. Okay. All right, it's vibrating in my hand. I like that. This is about 50% volume right now. All right, we're gonna pause it right there. All right, so I'm hearing a lot of bass coming through, and I'm getting very little distortion on it. The speaker sounds really good. I mean, the bass on it is not gonna like knock your socks off because it is a micro speaker. I mean, I've got Tribit speakers that have a lot more bass than this that push, 25, 30 watts. Now this comes in at around 10 watts. However, they've engineered it so that it's really doing a lot of passive bass feed out of the back. You're getting a good mid-range, and the tones on it are clear. I'm not getting too much distortion when I turn up the volume. It sounds really good. So as far as the call quality goes, I'm gonna give my 18-year-old daughter a call and see what she thinks.
Hello.
Hey Chloe, it's your dad.
Hi.
Hi, I'm on the Tribit Stormbox Micro Bluetooth microphone using the hands-free calling feature. How do I sound?
You sound okay, like not the best, but...
Not the best. A little bit of echo in here?
Kind of quiet. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah? Okay. All right, good to know.
Yep.
Great, thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go, I was able to hang up just by hitting the button right there. So there you have it. She was having a little bit of a struggle hearing me on the other end. Got a little bit of distortion from the echo in this room. But for these sorts of speakers, I use them in the outdoors. I really don't use them for calling people. I use my phone for that. Now as far as the battery life goes on the Tribit Stormbox Micro, I was able to get a good 5 hours out of it, and that's at about 75% volume. Now they say that it lasts up to about 8 hours, and I tend to push these a little bit, so your battery time may vary, but 8 hours at 50% is easily doable with the speaker. Now, as far as the IPX67 rated waterproofing for the Tribit Stormbox Micro, I did manage to get this out on the lake and test this with my friends. Check it out. Okay, so we got a Tribit Stormbox Micro. We're gonna do a little water test on it here for you.
I can't hear it.
Oh, it cried it.
Okay, apparently it doesn't float. So it doesn't really float, but we're hoping it's waterproof. Go ahead and get it, Bob. Shake her off. All right, the more the water drains, the better it sounds.
Starting to clear up. Starting to clear up. Yeah.
Yeah.
High fidelity.
All right, everything's functioning good. Now, as you can see, we had some fun with it. However, one little criticism about this speaker is that it does not float. And it probably has to do with the density of the speaker itself, but if you drop this in deep water, you ain't getting it back. However, you drop it in the pool, you drop it in shallow water, or if it gets wet, you got no issues whatsoever. Works fine. Now, charging took me less than 2 hours from empty. Now, I've got 2 of these speakers, so I'm going to sync them up and see what they sound like in true wireless stereo mode. But they also have party mode, so if you're having a party and you want the same sound coming out of both speakers on opposite sides of the party, you can do that mode too.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
Party mode.
Oh, they're in party mode. Another little criticism I have for Tribit is that the directions that come with the box don't really give you clear indication on how these exactly pair to each other. They do give you a hint as to how to do it, but I think I'm going to have to do a separate video on how to sync them. So if you're having a hard time syncing them, take a look on my channel. I'm going to put a link up above, and you'll be able to learn how to sync these. Once you get them set up, they're fairly easy to sync, but there was a little bit of confusion as to how to sync them at first. But let's see how they sound in party mode. Whoa. Now you can control the volume on one for both of them. Whoa. Oh man, I love me some party speakers. Woo! That's gonna get you kicked out of a hotel. But let's say I want to do more of a stereo experience. Hit the button again.
Stereo mode. Left channel. Right channel.
Very cool. But you know what? I'm not planning on using these indoors. Let's take them outside for a little bit. Okay, so I got the Tribit Stormbox Micro speakers mounted outside on my patio. I've got my source music about 20 to 30 feet away from the speakers themselves, but the speakers themselves are on the opposite sides of my patio. Can you see where it's at? Right there. Pretty cool. And the other one, well, I put it on my little chimney over here. And they're playing in full stereo mode right now, which is pretty impressive. But if I had a party out here, it would be great background music, but it's not going to blow everybody away. I do like the straps on them because they can attach to just about anything. I mean, look, I hooked this one up to this lantern hanger right here. Pretty cool. All right, so I've got my music source with me. We're going to see how far away we can get from the speakers before it begins to break up. Right now I'm about 25 feet away. This is where I'm playing it from. They're still going strong. Now I'm a good 40 feet away from them. Now I'm a good 100 feet away from them. And I tell you what, you cannot do this with Bose Soundlink Micro.
And now, the final impressions.
Now my final impressions. Well, Tribit takes a cool concept from Bose and it actually makes it better for me. It's got Bluetooth 5.0. It's got a great range to it, which the Bose speakers, from what I understand, can only get about 20 feet away from their source. So this thing can get 100 feet away from its music source. Pretty cool. It's very tough. I can drop it in the water, but remember, it doesn't float. And once paired, they give you really dynamic sound, and the speakers can be spread out so that you can get some great sound delivered to your party. It's got the party mode and it's got full stereo, so you can have different sound coming out of both speakers. So the speaker really has it all. It's functional, sounds great, it can be paired, waterproof, and it's tough. I have no choice but to give the Tribit Stormbox Micro a huge thumbs up. Hey! Hey, this is Brian with Old Man New Tech. We can't make this channel happen without you, so please hit subscribe and smash that bell down below. And if you're looking for product links, you'll find them there too. Thank you.